Hello everybody, I'm the Nerdy Guy, and today we're gonna talk about video games. I'm a gamer. I like playing video games. But lately there's been this trend among a lot of feminists that they need to get involved in what happens in video games. So here's my advice for you people. Stay the fuck out of video games. No, unlike what most feminists claim, I don't say this because I don't want women in video games. I love to have women in video games. You wanna know why? Because when you go against women in video games, they rarely say they're going to fuck your mother just because you kill them. That's why I like playing against women, because they are a lot more friendly. They're not like the 12-year-olds who sit there and scream, and yeah, like I said, say they're gonna fuck your mother just because you kicked her ass. The reason I'm saying that feminism should stay the fuck out of video games is because feminists actually have a lot of important issues to deal with. Yet they don't deal with those. Instead they spend their time focusing on moronic fucking things. Like for example here in Sweden there's a lot of feminists complaining and going up against what gender the toys are marketed to. Oh, they're marketing dolls to girls. Oh my god, this is so wrong. Oh, the world will end because you're doing this. It doesn't fucking matter. The reason they're marketing dolls towards girls is because girls is the primarily demographic for dolls. They make dolls for guys too. They just label them differently and then they market them towards guys. That's how marketing works. Marketing is so simple and people don't even understand it. But yeah, like I said, we're here to talk about video games. There's a lot of important issues that feminism needs to deal with, like the pay gap. And a lot of other issues. There's still countries in this world where women aren't allowed to vote. Try to do something with that. Don't sit there and complain about video games. And the reason this has got me so riled up is because recently on Tumblr I saw a post that complained about why our female characters are always so tomboyish in video games. When usually you see the exact opposite opinion, people saying, oh, why are female characters always so feminine? Ah! I wanna fucking murder you! So, it's bad if they're too tomboyish, and it's bad if they're too feminine. Well, what the fuck do you want? This goes back to what I've said in another video. Feminism is full of so many contradicting opinions that it should barely be called an ideology. Pick one side. You can't complain about two exactly opposite things. You can't complain about characters being tomboyish, and you can't complain at the same time complaining about them being being feminine. It annoys the fuck out of me. And now, here's the deal. With female characters in video games, I don't give half or a quarter of a flying fuck what kind of gender the protagonist in the video game is, or the antagonist. Unlike most feminists complain like, oh, in this game, the bad guy is a woman. This is so anti-feministic. No, it's not. You know, there are evil women too. So fuck you. How about that? But like I said, I don't give a fuck what kind of gender the person in the video game is. If it's a good game, I will play it. I mean, I think it was Warpzone or something, they will ask like, oh, will you play a game with a transsexual hero? And their response is exactly the same as I would. If it's a good game, I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't play a game with a transsexual hero just because he's transsexual. If the game sucks, then I won't play it. If it's a good game and the hero happens to be a transsexual, then fine. I don't care. I mean, if it's a good game, I don't care. There's a lot of good games with female protagonists. For example, Portal, Metroid, Tomb Raider. Okay, I haven't played Tomb Raider, so I can't speak for that one, but there are games with female protagonists. There's good games with female protagonists. There aren't as many as it should be, and I can agree to that. But that's because there's so little women working in the video game industry. They don't know how to write good female characters. And they want women in the video game industry. Most of the smaller video game companies scream for women to get into the industry because they can give a female perspective on things. And they can make games more appealing to women, but they can't because right now it's a bunch of guys. That's why almost every female game is like the girly Barbie games. Because they don't have enough women. And fucking bitches like Anita Sarkeesian is not helping this issue, making her fucking videos saying the video game industry is sexist. No, it's not sexist. It's lacking women. And when you're calling the industry sexist, you don't exactly inspire girls to get into the video game industry. No, you scare them away from it. Anita Sarkeesian is doing the exact opposite of what she wants. If she wants more females in the video game industry, then don't say the industry is sexist. She could have spent all the fucking money she got, and she got a shit ton of money for doing her fucking video. She could have spent that on some sort of ad campaign to inspire women to get into the video game industry. That would work. That would have been great. I would not have said anything bad against her if that was what she did. But instead she took the money and did what she called research, which is basically read about video games. She didn't play a single one, then steal Let's Play footage. And then complain about fucking bullshit like the end of GTA 3. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna spoil GTA 3 here, but the game's like 10 years old or something, so... But in the end of that game, you rescue a girl, and this girl has been a pain in the ass towards you the entire game. She's married to a mafia boss, and then you start working with that mafia boss, and then she falls in love with you, and then tells the mafia boss that she's leaving him for you, so he tries to kill you. Yeah. But later in the game, she gets kidnapped, and you save her, and in the end, she just constantly talking like, oh, what took you so long? Oh, my hair's messed up. Oh, my dress is messed up. Oh, and just keeps talking really fast and keeps insulting the main character. And the screen just fades to black, and then you eventually just hear a gunshot, and then silence. So, the game is implying that he shot her. Now, Anita Sarkeesian flipped her shit when she talked about this, like, it implied that he shot her! Oh my god! This is anti-feministic! This encourages violence against women! Ah! Seriously, you want to talk about that in a game where you kill millions of men, but you kill one woman in the end? Ah! Also, interestingly enough, she fails to mention that Catalina, the antagonist in the game, a woman. She's a woman. And why is she an antagonist? Well, because she used to be a partner, but then she shoots you in the face and leaves you to get caught during a robbery. She forgot to mention that. Whoops. Seriously, if you want more women in video games, don't complain when women get killed in video games. Fuck you! I'm nerd raging like fuck here. But I am sick of feminists starting complaining about the video game industry. I mean, I can understand one complaint. One. And that is, whenever a girl appears in a video game, in an online game, a lot of people will start hitting on her. And I think that's wrong. I don't hit on people on online video games. So I can agree to that. I made an experiment once when I started a World of Warcraft character. And I just acted like I was a girl. I pretended I was a girl. Just to see what happened. And everybody started hitting on me. All the time. I got in a guild and close to everybody was constantly flirting and hitting on me. I'm like, wow, this is really an issue. So I can agree to that. But when girls complain about, oh, we're getting insulted on the internet. Yeah, so is everybody. Get with the fucking times. Feminists, there's a lot of important issues that feminism needs to deal with. Video games is not one of them. Unless you want to encourage more girls to get into the video game industry, then I suggest you stay the fuck out of video games. Because you're just making me hate feminism even more. I know, there's a lot of good feminists out there who do good things. And don't just act like feminism is just hating men. Because I know that idea is wrong. There is a good idea in feminism. And it needs to deal with some things. Video games is not one of them. So, in order to not make this video too long, I've nerd raged enough. If you like this video, then subscribe, because I upload new videos every Monday and Friday. Or if you're an asshole, you could just come back every Monday and Friday and watch my videos when I upload them. But I prefer if you subscribe. Then rate this video, thumb up or thumb down, depending on whether you like it or not. And leave a comment. I mean, what do you think about feminism getting involved in video games? Are you like me and you want them to stay the fuck out because you're annoying and they're just ruining what you love most? Or do you think I'm wrong and say that feminism should be involved in video games? I don't know, just state one opinion. Anyways, don't forget to look me up on Tumblr or NerdyGuyRanting at NerdyGuyRanting.tumblr.com. And I'm Nerdy Guy, and you just watched a Nerdy Guy rant. Bye.